All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Good, 180. 57.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And now the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Michel. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 57's the mark. 57's the mark. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check. Check 31. Check. Topper.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. Going deep here, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
53, let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
53, Mike. Hey, go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He was looking for Landry that time.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 12, fellas, here we go.
Check 3.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
11.
From the 16, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more...
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jack Fox now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 180.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking ahead to Week 6 of the NFL, some big games next weekend, including the first London game of the year. Panthers and Bucks, they'll do battle in the UK. And back home, it all starts Thursday night with one that a lot of folks have circled on the calendar. The Giants and the Patriots. The Pats maybe still stinging from the losses of Super Bowl 42 and 46 at the hands of the Giants. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give. This is Michelle. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 57 Hey, high 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 9-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
12, 12.
You.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Like 80.
Let's go, G. Let's go. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Watch the run.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On the handoff, this is Breida. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 180.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
58, boys. 58. 58. Come on.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. 80!
Check 53's Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 21. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target, but it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Hey, watch this.
11.
Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Mike, number 53, Mike 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Returnable here for Callaway. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the toss, here's Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180.
57. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, having awareness.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Regular.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get ready.
Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
You can't block me.
Run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a toss, left side, Michel. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Mike.
180.
56.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it.
Now Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Alert!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they will run it with Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Michelle going to try again. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 37, check 61, match box, right.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
White.
Watch the whip. Watch out.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11.
From the 29, Garoppolo flushed out right. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
13.
53 is the mic.
Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Check. Left.
21. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Come on. Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Domata Peko breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20. 1, Omaha. Set.
And they take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 17-yard
Here we go, here we go.
line.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Set.
And they will take a knee here.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you.